Woman come forth.
As a woman come forth.
Woman come forth.
Woman come forth.
Woman come forth.
Woman come forth means so much to me.
3 little words that mean so much.
Because of woman come forth, I'm more inspired.
As women today, we always doing something for someone else, and we put ourselves on the back burner. And with Woman Come Forth, it allows us to step forth and birth what God has for us, the purpose He has for us. And I thank God for that.
I love how on a daily basis, I consistently get encouragement and motivation and support from the group. And the Bible studies have been so amazing. I have learned so much, and it hasn't been just head knowledge. It's been things I've been able to apply to my life on a daily basis.
The Bible studies have always been confirmation of my devotional time that I have in the mornings before I start my work from home or start getting the kids together. And it's really been important because I have an issue with consistency. And so the Woman Come Forth Bible study has always been something that I have set in my schedule that I know is going to happen on Tuesday evenings. And it really has been important in my consistency in coming forth.
Woman come forth means life to me. Woman come forth brought me from death, as in Lazarus being raised from the dead, to being fully alive and not just existing, but being alive and being engaged in the decisions in my life and the direction that I want to go.
It helped me become who I am. It showed me that I have a voice and that people could see me for who I am and hear me because God has something inside me. Because of Woman Come Forth, I can tell my story. I was afraid to open my mouth and talk before, but now that Women Come Forth have given me that platform to stand and say, you can do this. And I thank them for pushing me and standing behind me and letting me know that you could do all things through Christ. I give you the strength to do it.
By me accepting and participating fully in Woman Come Forth, I was able to move forward and launch what God had placed in me years ago. But because of fear and not knowing step 1, step 2, I'm a methodical type A personality. But as I stated, sometimes you have to move your feet. And once I moved my feet, Woman Come Forth was extremely instrumental and changed the landscape of my life in only a few short months.
Growing up as a young lady, finding my way in society and not having the encouragement that I see in this organization, I feel that is what is most important to me, the encouragement that we in Women Come Forth give to other people.
The Bible study really confirmed that God was saying what I believed him to be saying, even though I couldn't see it around me. And that has been so important and so crucial for me in the last several years. I never really had the time to go to Bible study because of all of the different things that I've already subscribed to or been held accountable for.
I thank God for allowing me to encourage and to invite my friends and my sisters to encourage them to come forth with whatever God has for them to share with other women and share with the world. And I just thank God for that.
In addition to me learning and feeling more confident, I have been able to come forth in my business. I launched my business this year, Ink and Identity, editing and copywriting company. I'm so excited about that. But in spite of being afraid, I'll be honest and say, in spite of being afraid, I was able to come forth because I knew that I was a part of this amazing group of women that was not going to let me fail, that I knew that they were going to support me. I knew that they'd be there on the sidelines cheering me on, and as necessary, they would get right in there with me. So I came forth in my business, but the most important thing for me is the impact that I've seen in my life. I love to see the growth in myself. I love to see how I'm much more confident. I love to see that I live my life differently because of Woman Come Forth.
And helping me to not only write my first book, and I say that because I know that there are many more to come, but also launch my own coaching business to help others live a life of purpose and integrity.
And just a little story is when I first was invited and accepted into Woman Come Forth, we were reading the books of Proverbs. And that is my go-to. I read through Proverbs at least 2 to 3 times a year. And we were reading the chapters of Proverbs. And in Proverbs, they have, in Proverbs 31, it explains what most people would think of as what the ideal woman is or how we should be as a woman. But what I have gotten from Proverbs 31 as it is like a composite of womanhood and how we should not only just look at ourselves, but also look at other women and encourage them to also be, because we're not perfect and all we can do is help another sister to be what they want to be. So Woman Come Forth, to me, what I love most about it is the encouragement. And if I could put a smile on a woman's face, or if I can encourage a woman with my words or the wisdom that I have in my so many years old that I am, then I love it. And that's what I love most about it.
So Woman Come Forth has been amazing to me. I think that it's the best group ever. I'm in over 100 Facebook groups, but it's the best one. And I'm just grateful for Lady K and the ministry of Woman Come Forth.
Lady K and her transparency, how she comes on Fridays at lunchtime, even though I miss it because I'm working, but I thank God for that because I get to go back to the replay and listen to it. But she always tells us something about herself that encourages us, because sometimes as women we think that we're going through things alone, and we think that, oh, nobody else feels that way, or we think that nobody else is going through that. But with Lady K being transparent, it lets us know that, hey, other people are going through things just like we are, and all we have to do is continue to trust God and let Him use us, and let us come forth for women, to let them know that, hey, whatever God has for us to do, we are able to do it as long as we step forward and do what He wants us to do. And I thank God for Woman Come Forth.
So Bible study was one of the last things on my list. So adding the Bible study on Tuesday with Woman Come Forth, the lessons from Lady K, the connection with the women, the group on Facebook where you get that added bonus during the week has been so influential in me continuing the momentum that I feel on Tuesday night for what I know God has called me to do.
I really appreciate Woman Come Forth.
Not only is it a group, it is a movement. And I am so excited that I have been fortunate enough to be a part of it.
Thank you, Woman Come Forth.